Okay, welcome back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And when all else fails, in my case, my test equipment, to try to figure out whether this tuning dial on the DX200 is accurate or not, you resort to the preacher man, the Overcomers Ministry, I think it's called. And he's on many frequencies. His signal is usually very strong. And so I said, okay, let me try that. So I was trying to get WWV on 5 megahertz. Couldn't get it this morning. So I started tuning up a little bit, and boom, there's the preacher man, loud and clear. And this particular transmission, I looked it up, it's at 5.015. And I look at the dials here. I've got this one down here on the set triangle. And this one is showing somewhere between 5 and 5.5. Close to, I would guess, about 5.1, thereabouts. So that would imply, and of course, I still got this little guy here that I can move back and forth quite a bit. I've got it right now. It's all the way to the left, trying to get down to as close to 5.0 as I can. And so it's, if I can believe the preacher man, well, and you got to believe the preacher man, this particular broadcast is 5.015. Now, a few minutes ago, they announced the station and everything, so I verified that was this particular transmission. So with that in mind, I would guess right now on this band, and of course, it's going to vary depending on where you are in the shortwave bands. Right now, it's about 0.1 megahertz off. Everything else being equal. I could be slightly off down here. I don't think I'm kind of like trying to line things up horizontally and vertical, and so I can get that line right on the triangle. It could be off, and it doesn't take much for the reading to be incorrect. So I think it's pretty close. So another thing I could do, and let me just go over to my laptop, which is uploading my previous video, and let me see if I can find another strong transmission, see if I can tune it this morning. Let me get here and search on signal strength to my location. And another overcomer frequency is 5.85. So let's try that. Nope. There he is. Preacher man comes through again. So now it looks like, let me turn this down. It looks like it's about 5.9 on the dial. And as I said, let me see, it should be 5.85. So pretty close. So this is, if you don't have the test equipment to check your radio, or if your test equipment is like mine, a little flaky right now, and I guess I've got to do some work on my test equipment. I did find my other frequency meter, and it was just reading all over the place. It couldn't sync on a signal for nothing. So that's why I came to the preacher man to bail me out here. So anyway, And that signal is full scale. Let's see, where is that one from? That's out of Okeechobee, Florida, which is about, I would guess, 300 miles maybe, line of sight from me, south of me. So it's a super strong signal. And I can now, using the Preacher Man, like I say, he's all over the bands. I can check the various bands and see what the accuracies are. Okay? If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.